To start the zombie tutorial, turn off the zombie powder and the wound layers. Next, you're going to sharpen the image, and we're going to sharpen the eyebrows, the eyelids, and the lips. We will go to this tool. It's right underneath the paint bucket. Click and hold it down, and you'll find the sharpen. You're just going to click and drag, and you'll see the details getting a little bit sharper. I make sure on the lips and go a little bit more harsh to make her look like she's a little bit rough. Okay, after we sharpen, we are going to make her a little bit more pale. You're going to duplicate your background layer by right-clicking, duplicate layer, and hitting OK. Then we're going to take out the color by going to Image, Adjustments, and Desaturate. We don't want it to stay black and white, so you're going to go to the layer styles. Your layer styles are right over here, and it will usually say normal. You click on it, and for this layer, we'll choose soft light. Then we are going to right click on our layers and click merge visible. Next, we are going to change the vibrance. For the vibrance, we're going to click right down here on this little circle at the bottom, choose vibrance. For our values, we are going to do -35 and +9. Once you've done that, you can right click and merge visible again. Now we're ready to burn the image. The burn is underneath the sharpen. You're going to click and hold down. It'll probably have this little pin first, but we're going to go down to burn. I'm going to start at midtones, and I'm going to go underneath her eyes and on her eyelids. I'm going to come on her nose area, and then I'm also going to do a little bit of shading on her chin. Then I'm going to go to my shadows and just add a little bit more. And that is the burning. Next, we are going to add the powder and later on the wound. We're going to click on zombie powder. You're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and Hue and Saturation. Your values for this are -84, 14, and -11. Next, we want to change this layer style to overlay. Go to your move tool, and you are going to increase the size to take up about half of her face. On that layer, you're going to go to your eraser. Make sure you have a fuzzy brush and that it's pretty much see-through, and we're going to erase where the powder is on her eyes. Then we're going to duplicate that layer by going to zombie powder, right-clicking and choosing duplicate. Go to our move tool and move it down. Now we're going to erase any area, and I'm going to move mine a little bit more. And then we are going to get rid of any area that overlaps. Now that we have the zombie powder layer completely done, you're going to right click on your layers and merge visible. Next we are going to make her eyes look bloodshot. To do that, you're going to start a new layer. Now you will set your color to 850000. Change to your brush, and I zoom in, and you just want a normal brush. You don't have to be really careful. Just fill in the whites of the eyes. Once you have them colored, you're going to go to your layer style and change it to overlay. And then bring the opacity down to something that looks a little bit more realistic. Once you've done that, go ahead and make your brush a little bit bigger again and make the opacity pretty far down, maybe 20 to 30%, and you're going to add just a little bit of red around the eyes. Just click a little bit. I'm going to make sure I have a fuzzy brush on, which I didn't. That way you can't see the actual circles. Okay, once you've done that, you are going to right click and merge visible again. And now we are ready to put the wound on. This wound is actually already cut out for the forehead. So we can go ahead and start it there. Again, you're going to change the layer style to overlay and use your eraser at a low opacity. Erase around the edges to blend it into the skin. If you want, you can right click and duplicate that layer and bring that over and give her another wound in another area. And again, you'll just need to make sure to erase around to make it fade into it and make it look like it belongs there. Once you've done all the wounds that you would like, you can right click and merge visible once again. At this point, we're going to add more color to the lips. You're going to add another layer. Go over here to your color, and for this one, you will use 140029. Get your brush, and on this one make sure it's a fuzzy edge brush, and then you are going to make it completely opaque, so at 100%. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to look real at first. Once you get it painted on there, you can change your layer to overlay, and then you are going to bring the opacity of your layer to whatever you would like it to be. That 62 looks fine for me. So once again, I'm going to right click and merge my layers. And the last thing that we will do is add stitches. And to do that, we are going to download a specific brush. This is new for most of us. To do this, you're going to go up to your brushes like you're going to pick a brush, but you're going to come right here. Click down to load brushes. Our brushes are found in the Turn-In folder under Potter, Tutorials, Zombie, and Stitches. And it will at first look like nothing happened, but if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see your new brushes. Now it might take some kind of playing around, but I happen to know, I'm pretty sure this is the one that I want to use. So I'm going to go get a new layer, go down and grab that brush, and that's actually not the one that I want, so I'm just going to Control Z and kind of play around here until I find the brush that I want. Okay, I finally found the brush that I want to use, but it's not quite at the angle that I want, which is why we made a new layer. I'm going to go to my move tool and rotate it. I'm also going to make it a little bit smaller. Once I hit enter, there I have my stitches. There are also kind of smudges. They're actually staples, but you can make them look like smudges, but I'm just going to leave that one right there. And then I'm going to go up here to this one that kind of has a curve. I'm going to make another new layer, and I'm going to add that one to her forehead. Okay, and there we go. So now you're just going to save it as usual